Bagi teman-teman yang ingin mendaftar di SMA Wardaya, dapat mengunjungi link berikut ini.
Terkadang kita sudah punya daftar universitas impian kita, namun kita juga sadar bahwa untuk meraih itu, kita memerlukan persiapan yang matang dan tempat belajar yang serius. Memperkenalkan kelas persiapan kuliah dari Wardaya College. Kelas persiapan kuliah terdiri dari kelas enrichment, kelas pre-talk, kelas pre-trust, kelas trust, dan kelas top unit. Kelas enrichment. Kelas ini ditujukan bagi kamu yang masih SMA di kelas 10 atau SMP kelas 9. Tujuannya, agar kamu lebih mengenal materi yang harus dikuasai dalam seleksi masuk universitas di dalam dan di luar negeri. Kelas pre-talk dan kelas pre-trust dirancang untuk kamu yang mengincar universitas unggulan luar negeri, dan dalam kelas ini menggunakan kurikulum Cambridge International GCES Level. Kelas pre-trust dirancang untuk kamu yang mengincar universitas dalam negeri, dan kelas ini menggunakan kurikulum nasional yang diperdalam. Selanjutnya, kelas trust dan kelas top unit. Kelas top unit adalah kelas dengan kurikulum Cambridge International dan dikhususkan A-level. Kelas ini ditujukan untuk kelas 11 dan kelas 12. Sedangkan kelas trust menggunakan kurikulum nasional yang diperdalam. Di kelas persiapan kuliah ini juga memiliki kelas persiapan IELTS dan SAT dan juga kelas IBCSE. Dimulai sejak sekarang, persiapkan diri kamu dengan matang agar kamu dapat meraih universitas impian kamu.
Hai, selamat datang di kelas bahasa. Buat kamu yang ingin meningkatkan kemampuan dalam bahasa Mandarin, bahasa Inggris, dan bahasa Jepang, kelas bahasa adalah pilihan yang tepat. Mari kita lihat apa saja yang ada di kelas bahasa. Kelas HSK. Di kelas ini, kamu tidak akan hanya diajarkan bagaimana mendengarkan, berbicara, membaca, serta menulis bahasa Mandarin dengan benar dan baik, tapi kamu juga akan diarahkan untuk menempuh ujian sertifikasi HSK atau ujian kemampuan bahasa Mandarin. Semua peserta ujian HSK dari kelas ini lulus 100% loh. Kamu juga dapat mengikuti kelas ini dari mana saja, karena kelas ini dilangsungkan secara online. Kelas SAT. Kelas ini dirancang untuk mempersiapkan siswa dalam menempuh ujian SAT. Biasanya, nilai SAT menjadi persyaratan masuk universitas, mendaftar beasiswa, dan melamar pekerjaan di perusahaan internasional. Kelas ini juga dilakukan secara online. Kelas JLPT. Nah, kelas ini dirancang khusus untuk kamu yang ingin menempuh ujian JLPT atau ujian sertifikasi kemampuan bahasa Jepang. Sertifikat JLPT dapat digunakan untuk melanjutkan jenjang studi pendidikan di Jepang, mendaftar beasiswa, dan melamar pekerjaan di perusahaan Jepang. Itu dia tadi penjelasan untuk kelas bahasa di Wardaya College. Tertarik untuk mengikuti kelas HSK, JLPT, dan kelas SAT? Kami tunggu kamu di Wardaya College.
Hai, selamat datang di kelas Olimpiade Wardaya. Kelas ini diperuntukkan untuk teman-teman yang ada di jenjang SD, SMP, dan SMA. Ayo, kelas apa aja yang kita punya di SD? Jadi di SD itu kita punya kelas Olimpiade Matematika dan juga kelas Olimpiade Science. Nah, dan juga selain itu kita juga punya camp yang diadakan setiap spring, summer, dan juga winter. Bagaimana dengan SMP? Dengan SMP kurang lebih sama, tapi tambahannya adalah kita punya kelas Olimpiade IPS. Nah, dan juga SMA udah mulai pecahan dari beberapa kelas sains. Jadi kita punya astronomi, kita punya kimia, biologi, fisika, kita punya komputer dan juga matematika. Selain itu kita juga punya kelas Olimpiade IPS. Jadi kalau teman-teman pengen bergabung dengan kelas Olimpiade Wardaya, boleh kami tunggu di Wardaya College. Sistem pembelajaran di Wardaya College itu cukup menyenangkan karena selain kita dijelaskan materi secara mendalam, kita juga akan diajarkan bagaimana strategi pemecahan masalah dan ide-ide terkait, dan juga akan dikasih tahu sumber-sumber yang teman-teman bisa pelajari dari internet. Oke, kami tunggu ya. Dadah.
Hai semuanya, selamat datang di SMA Wardaya. SMA Wardaya berlokasi di Taman Ratu Indah Blok F13 Jakarta Barat, DKI Jakarta. Bagi kamu yang ingin belajar di SMA Wardaya, kami memiliki fasilitas pendukung seperti laboratorium fisika, laboratorium biologi, laboratorium kimia, dan laboratorium komputer. Bagi kamu yang di luar kota atau di luar Jakarta, kamu jangan khawatir. Kami memiliki fasilitas asrama putra dan asrama putri. Selain asrama, kami juga memiliki fasilitas lapangan yang luas yang bisa kamu gunakan untuk bermain basket, bola, voli, badminton, atau lain sebagainya. Dan terakhir, kami memiliki fasilitas kantin yang memiliki makanan 4 sehat, 5 sempurna. SMA Wardaya mengkolaborasikan 3 kurikulum. Yang pertama, kurikulum nasional atau kurikulum merdeka. Yang kedua, kurikulum internasional atau Cambridge A-Level. Yang ketiga, kurikulum peminatan seperti kelas olimpiade dan kelas profesional. Sama seperti sekolah pada umumnya, SMA Wardaya juga memiliki kegiatan ekstrakurikuler seperti kegiatan profesional, data science and artificial intelligence, finance and actuarial science, digital marketing dan entrepreneurship, dan terakhir kelas penelitian atau research. Yang kedua, kegiatan ekstrakurikuler olimpiade terdiri dari olimpiade matematika, olimpiade fisika, olimpiade kimia, olimpiade biologi, olimpiade ekonomi, olimpiade komputer, dan olimpiade astronomi. Yang terakhir, kegiatan ekstrakurikuler olahraga terdiri dari futsal, basket, taekwondo, dan lain-lain. Beberapa siswa-siswi SMA Wardaya telah meraih prestasi di bidang akademik. Berikut daftar nama-nama siswa-siswi SMA Wardaya yang telah meraih prestasi. Bagi teman-teman yang ingin mendaftar di SMA Wardaya, dapat mengunjungi link berikut ini.
Terkadang kita sudah punya daftar universitas impian kita, namun kita juga sadar bahwa untuk meraih itu, kita memerlukan persiapan yang matang dan tempat belajar yang serius. Memperkenalkan, kelas persiapan kuliah terdiri dari kelas enrichment, kelas pre-talk, kelas pre-trust, kelas trust, dan kelas top unit. Kelas enrichment. Kelas ini ditujukan bagi kamu yang masih SMA di kelas 10 atau SMP kelas 9. Tujuannya, agar kamu lebih mengenal materi yang harus dikuasai dalam seleksi masuk universitas di dalam dan di luar negeri. Kelas pre-talk dan kelas pre-trust dirancang untuk kamu yang mengincar universitas unggulan luar negeri, dan dalam kelas ini menggunakan kurikulum Cambridge International GCES Level. Kelas pre-trust dirancang untuk kamu yang mengincar universitas dalam negeri, dan kelas ini menggunakan kurikulum nasional yang diperdalam. Selanjutnya, kelas trust dan kelas top unit. Kelas top unit adalah kelas dengan kurikulum Cambridge International dan dikhususkan A-Level. Kelas ini ditujukan untuk kelas 11 dan kelas 12. Sedangkan kelas trust menggunakan kurikulum nasional yang diperdalam. Di kelas persiapan kuliah ini juga memiliki kelas persiapan IELTS dan SAT dan juga kelas IGCSE. Dimulai sejak sekarang, persiapkan diri kamu dengan matang agar kamu dapat meraih universitas impian kamu.
Hai, selamat datang di kelas bahasa. Buat kamu yang ingin meningkatkan kemampuan dalam bahasa Mandarin, bahasa Inggris, dan bahasa Jepang, kelas bahasa adalah pilihan yang tepat. Mari kita lihat apa saja yang ada di kelas bahasa. Kelas HSK. Di kelas ini, kamu tidak akan hanya diajarkan bagaimana mendengarkan, berbicara, membaca, serta menulis bahasa Mandarin dengan benar dan baik, tapi kamu juga akan diarahkan untuk menempuh ujian sertifikasi HSK atau ujian kemampuan bahasa Mandarin. Semua peserta ujian HSK dari kelas ini lulus 100% loh. Kamu juga dapat mengikuti kelas ini dari mana saja, karena kelas ini dilangsungkan secara online. Kelas SAT. Kelas ini dirancang untuk mempersiapkan siswa dalam menempuh ujian SAT. Biasanya, nilai SAT menjadi persyaratan masuk universitas, mendaftar beasiswa, dan melamar pekerjaan di perusahaan internasional. Kelas ini juga dilakukan secara online. Kelas JLPT. Nah, kelas ini dirancang khusus untuk kamu yang ingin menempuh ujian JLPT atau ujian sertifikasi kemampuan bahasa Jepang. Sertifikat JLPT dapat digunakan untuk melanjutkan jenjang studi pendidikan di Jepang, mendaftar beasiswa, dan melamar pekerjaan di perusahaan Jepang. Itu dia tadi penjelasan untuk kelas bahasa di Wandaya College. Tertarik untuk mengikuti kelas HSK, JLPT, dan kelas SAT? Kami tunggu kamu di Wandaya College.
Hai, selamat datang di kelas Olimpiade Wardaya. Kelas ini diperuntukkan untuk teman-teman yang ada di jenjang SD, SMP, dan SMA. Ayo, kelas apa aja yang kita punya di SD? Jadi di SD itu kita punya kelas Olimpiade Matematika dan juga kelas Olimpiade Science. Nah, dan juga selain itu kita juga punya camp yang diadakan setiap spring, summer, dan juga winter. Bagaimana dengan SMP? Dengan SMP kurang lebih sama, tapi tambahannya adalah kita punya kelas Olimpiade IPS. Nah, dan juga SMA udah mulai pecahan dari beberapa kelas sains. Jadi kita punya astronomi, kita punya kimia, biologi, fisika, kita punya komputer dan juga matematika. Selain itu kita juga punya kelas Olimpiade IPS. Jadi kalau teman-teman pengen bergabung dengan kelas Olimpiade Wardaya, boleh kami tunggu di Wardaya College. Sistem pembelajaran di Wardaya College itu cukup menyenangkan karena selain kita dijelaskan materi secara mendalam, kita juga akan diajarkan bagaimana strategi pemecahan masalah dan ide-ide terkait, dan juga akan dikasih tahu sumber-sumber yang teman-teman bisa pelajari dari internet. Oke, kami tunggu ya. Dadah.
Hai semuanya, selamat datang di SMA Wardaya. SMA Wardaya berlokasi di Taman Ratu Indah Blok F13, Jakarta Barat, DKI Jakarta. Bagi kamu yang ingin belajar di SMA Wardaya, kami memiliki fasilitas pendukung seperti laboratorium fisika, laboratorium biologi, laboratorium kimia, dan laboratorium komputer. Bagi kamu yang di luar kota atau di luar Jakarta, kamu jangan khawatir. Kami memiliki fasilitas asrama putra dan asrama putri. Selain asrama, kami juga memiliki fasilitas lapangan yang luas yang bisa kamu gunakan untuk bermain basket, bola, voli, badminton, atau lain sebagainya. Dan terakhir, kami memiliki fasilitas kantin yang memiliki makanan 4 sehat, 5 sempurna. SMA Wardaya mengkolaborasikan 3 kurikulum. Yang pertama, kurikulum nasional atau kurikulum merdeka. Yang kedua, kurikulum internasional atau Cambridge A-Level. Yang ketiga, kurikulum peminatan seperti kelas olimpiade dan kelas profesional. Sama seperti sekolah pada umumnya, SMA Wardaya juga memiliki kegiatan ekstrakurikuler seperti kegiatan profesional, data science and artificial intelligence, finance and actuarial science, digital marketing dan entrepreneurship, dan terakhir kelas penelitian atau research. Yang kedua, kegiatan ekstrakurikuler olimpiade terdiri dari Olimpiade Matematika, Olimpiade Fisika, Olimpiade Kimia, Olimpiade Biologi, Olimpiade Ekonomi, Olimpiade Komputer, dan Olimpiade Astronomi. Yang terakhir, kegiatan ekstrakurikuler olahraga terdiri dari futsal, basket, taekwondo, dan lain-lain. Beberapa siswa-siswi SMA Wardaya telah meraih prestasi di bidang akademik. Berikut daftar nama-nama siswa-siswi SMA Wardaya yang telah meraih prestasi. Bagi teman-teman yang ingin mendaftar di SMA Wardaya, dapat mengunjungi link berikut ini.
Terkadang kita sudah punya daftar universitas impian kita, namun kita juga sadar bahwa untuk meraih itu, kita memerlukan persiapan yang matang dan tempat belajar yang serius. Memperkenalkan kelas persiapan kuliah dari Wardaya College. Kelas persiapan kuliah terdiri dari kelas manajemen, kelas pre-talk, kelas pre-class, kelas trust, dan kelas top unit. Kelas enrichment. Kelas ini ditujukan bagi kamu yang masih SMA di kelas 10 atau SMP kelas 9. Tujuannya, agar kamu lebih mengenal materi yang harus dikuasai dalam seleksi masuk universitas di dalam dan di luar negeri. Kelas pre-top dan kelas pre-trust dirancang untuk kamu yang mengincar universitas unggulan luar negeri dan dalam kelas ini menggunakan kurikulum Cambridge International GCES Level. Kelas pre-trust dirancang untuk kamu yang mengincar universitas dalam negeri dan kelas ini menggunakan kurikulum nasional yang diperdalam. Selanjutnya, kelas trust dan kelas top unit. Kelas top unit adalah kelas dengan kurikulum Cambridge International dan dikhususkan A-level. Sedangkan kelas trust menggunakan kurikulum nasional yang diperdalam. Di kelas persiapan kuliah ini juga memiliki kelas persiapan IELTS dan SAT dan juga kelas IGCSE. Dimulai sejak sekarang, persiapkan diri kamu dengan matang agar kamu dapat meraih universitas impian kamu.
Hai, selamat datang di kelas bahasa. Buat kamu yang ingin meningkatkan kemampuan dalam bahasa Mandarin, bahasa Inggris, dan bahasa Jepang, kelas bahasa adalah pilihan yang tepat. Mari kita lihat apa saja yang ada di kelas bahasa. Kelas HSK. Di kelas ini, kamu tidak akan hanya diajarkan bagaimana mendengarkan, berbicara, membaca, serta menulis bahasa Mandarin dengan benar dan baik, tapi kamu juga akan diarahkan untuk menempuh ujian sertifikasi HSK atau ujian kemampuan bahasa Mandarin. Semua peserta ujian HSK dari kelas ini lulus 100% loh. Kamu juga dapat mengikuti kelas ini dari mana saja, karena kelas ini dilangsungkan secara online. Kelas SAT. Kelas ini dirancang untuk mempersiapkan siswa dalam menempuh ujian SAT. Biasanya, nilai SAT menjadi persyaratan masuk universitas, mendaftar beasiswa, dan melamar pekerjaan di perusahaan internasional. Kelas ini juga dilakukan secara online. Kelas JLPT. Nah, kelas ini dirancang khusus untuk kamu yang ingin menempuh ujian JLPT atau ujian sertifikasi kemampuan bahasa Jepang. Sertifikat JLPT dapat digunakan untuk melanjutkan jenjang studi pendidikan di Jepang, mendaftar beasiswa, dan melamar pekerjaan di perusahaan Jepang. Itu dia tadi penjelasan untuk kelas bahasa di Wandaya College. Tertarik untuk mengikuti kelas HSK, JLPT, dan kelas SAT? Kami tunggu kamu di Wandaya College.
Hai, selamat datang di kelas Olimpiade Wardaya. Kelas ini diperuntukkan untuk teman-teman yang ada di jenjang SD, SMP, dan SMA. Ayo.
Okay, so hi everyone. So this video will be recorded, and you may access the video later on. Yeah. Okay, so we will be having info sessions. This is for IELTS class. So give me for about 30 seconds. Okay, wait. Okay, so there will be info sessions for IELTS preparations class. So in this class, I do not only dumb read what the class is about, but we will be having like simulations. Okay, so you may later on discuss and engage to the simulations. So first of all, there will be some class informations that we will be having, and we will have a mini simulations. And if you have any questions, just bring up it at the last sessions. Yeah. So before we start, let me introduce myself first. So I'm the teacher here. So my name is Tedu Pitutur Wicakitya. My students just call me Kak Dedu. Okay. So I have two master's qualifications from the University of Edinburgh, taking language educations and applied linguistics from Atmajaya. And yeah, I have been teaching for about more than 8 years. And mostly I'm a language educator, education consultant, and scholarship mentor. And mostly the classes that I teach, like test prep, academic writing, English for specific purposes, and general English. Mostly my interest in critical approach to language educations, descriptive grammar, and critical pedagogy and literacy. Okay, so I speak a couple of languages, but mostly I'm fluent in English, Indonesian, Japanese, and my I did speak German, but right now I think that my German is deteriorating. Okay, now what you will be having in this program. So first, sorry. So this program, again, is not just teaching you about IELTS or English course, but this is a targeted. So it is expected by the end of this program, you have specific results or and you will be more confident in taking IELTS because the class would be strategy based and focus on performance rather than theoretical. And again, we will focus on band 6.5 to 7.5. So this will improve your band, especially on productive skills like speaking and writing. And again, we don't waste your time by giving you lectures because again, we focus on training. And again, you will have more practices and more discussions with your tutor later on. So again, this will focus on your weaknesses and strengths. So for now, we have two classes, regular and seasonal class. So for regular, we have a 40 hours program. So it will be divided into 20 sessions and one session comprises of 2 hours. Again, and the target band is quite, what you may call it, ambitious here, 7, yeah. And again, the days later on, there will be like a flexible slots. Okay, and the skills will focus on 4 skills coverage, and you will have like at the end like extra clinic essay clinics. So this is actually to facilitate you to improve your writings, because most of the time I believe that your speaking, your your reading and listening are already excellent, but most students fail on, or test takers failed on writing. So we will have extra essay clinic if needed. And again, during the program, you will be equipped with full tests. There will be 4 in total in every 10 meetings. And not only the tests, we will have personalized feedbacks. And this is something new that we have. This is a 20-hour programs, and it will be opened in June. So make sure that you check our Instagram, and the durations will be 10 sessions. This is a slightly what our band is 6 to 6.5 because we do not set that ambitious goal. But one thing for sure that this is for band 7 above, it is also possible. Because why? This is later on will strategic focus on writing and speaking. Okay, so in this, even though that you will study 4 skills in this 20 hours, but we will also improve your speaking and writing skills. And you will have 2 final mock up tests and targeted drills. So again, our programs actually equip you with something you need in order to pass IELTS. Now, again, our format, we followed Cambridge like suggestions. So IELTS is actually released by Cambridge Language Testing System. So they like distribute, or they highlight what you need to learn. This is something that probably the other course may not have. So in this our IELTS program will involve 3 stages. So first, we focus on strategy input. So again, most of the time, we only focus on your personalized weaknesses, and we want to improve your score. And not only strategy input, we have guided practice, both timed and untimed. And again, after that, you will have feedback. So most of the time, this is like workshop or training, I could say. And we avoid some passive learning. So most of the time, you will be equipped with the skills on how to beat IELTS actively. So the expectations is that first of all, it will focus on how to build coherent essays and how to improve your fluency and accuracy development in speaking. And you will be trained more on how to handle reading text under time pressure. And we will focus as well on the listening concentration strategies to make sure that you can pass the bare minimum for IELTS, which is 6 to 6.5. Okay. Then we will also specialized in writing and speaking. Okay. So because in reading and listening later on, even though you have a class, but you will be equipped on how to do independent learning. And most of the time you will have productive skills. So first of all, we will focus on task 1 and task 2, especially on how to structure your paragraphs, develop your ideas, and how to write with great accuracy. And again, this is not these skills is applicable for your university essays later on. And at the end of the program, it is expected that you can submit for your essays and 8 or 2 essays. So this will guarantee to develop your writing skills. And again, the essays will be written, okay, with the band and written feedback. So the feedback is not just, okay, you do good and this and this. No, it is very specialized feedback and personalized feedback. So it will aims at full band, full assessment criteria that IELTS have. And for speaking, you will have like a weekly speaking practice. And this speaking or taken from the real questions. And you will have also one-to-one speaking simulations later on. Not only that, you may have group evaluations. Okay, and if you join us, what you will get, first, you will have a Google Drive folder, and you will have a sample answers for band 7 and 8. This also include speaking transcript and vocabulary that can boost your confidence in IELTS, both IELTS writing and speaking. And you will have a grammar sheets and recording if you need, or if you cannot join the class. So everything is provided here. Okay, so what is the expectations? What is the reasons? I want to join your program, but what your program can convince me. So first of all, you can improve your bands at least 1.5 to 1. Okay, but this is with some notes. You enter all the class and actively discuss the materials there. And again, there will be specific trackings on your weaknesses. And again, you will also have some understandings or knowledge on how the IELTS, real IELTS are about. And then again, you don't have to waste your time for thinking about the ideas, what you need to write. And again, you will have time-tested strategy guides. So this will again guarantee your success. Yeah. Now, again, previously I talk about abstract thing. Okay, we talk about abstract thing. Right now, I want to talk about more on practical things. And I hope that during these discussions, you can engage and share your ideas about the real IELTS test, all these samples. Okay, so when you take a look on your friends, if you took IELTS before, yeah, if you took IELTS before, or you saw your friends' results, most of the time, the writing is 6.5. Okay, that is like a mysterious things. because you may think that I already did or I already wrote something that was convincing. The ideas and the what you may call it, the arguments are there, but why it cannot achieve more than 7. We will be discussing this, okay, in this session. And not only that, we are going to take a look on how to maximize our IELTS writing our results. Now, let's take a look about reflective first. Why your writing cannot achieve above 6.5? One thing that you need to know, it is not your fault. Okay, it is not your fault. Secondly, you may not be informed about the writing assessment criteria, because some of the test takers believe that if they can write long, they can use grammatical accuracy and ranges, and with sophisticated vocabulary is enough to achieve at least 7. But it's not. So IELTS assessment not only about grammar, vocabulary, but also something that you may not be informed is what we may call it as coherence and cohesions. And the thing is that you are not aware is the idea of task achievement. Okay, so again, you were in this class. Later on, you will see, okay, how the examiner will assess your works. And then again, a good point as well, okay, not knowing how to compose the writing. So many students, especially my students studying overseas, they do not know how to start their writing. They do not know how to compose very strong arguments, convincing ideas, compelling paragraphing. They do not know. And they do not know to include what to include. Can I include my experiences? Can I write specific research? Can I use gobbledygook or the specific terms that are focused on that specialized fields? Those things make students exaggerate their writing. There are two possibilities for students or offer confidence because they think that they already satisfy what I want. Secondly, I can say underconfidence, okay, because they may they think that they cannot provide a good writing. But again, once you explore or examine all the writing system, okay, you can have at least 7, okay. And secondly, to guarantee that you have more than 7, you need to have what we may call it as textual cohesions and coherence. We will be touching this in this meeting, yeah. So lastly, so you need to enhance your writing skills, especially under the time pressure. Now, let's apply something into a more explicit explanations. This is what IELTS again has here in the talks 2. In the talks 2, usually you have 2 components here. What is the components? First is the task cues or the context. Okay, the context. Secondly is the questions. Okay, the questions. Sometimes 1, sometimes 2. Okay, so first thing that you have to do, okay, you cannot write directly your essay. Why I couldn't write directly the essay? Okay, first of all, the thing that you need to do is what we may call it as achieving the tasks. Okay, look at these instructions here. Look at these instructions here. The instruction says that the working week should be shortened and workers should have a longer weekend. Okay, do you agree or disagree? Give reasons for your answer and include any relevant examples from your own experience or knowledge. Write at least 250 words. If you are not trained, okay, you just directly write everything. One thing for sure, you cannot have the flows of your arguments, like for examples, like this text. So the thing that you need to do first, okay, make sure that the everything is, you need to know the IELTS assessment. So IELTS will assess, we may call it as tasks, achievement, okay. IELTS will test about grammar, vocabulary, okay, and coherence and cohesions. And you need to locate, and you will be equipped later on if you join us. Okay, you will be equipped with the knowledge on at the examiner perspectives. So we'll not only receive like what's it right, but you will think like examiner. So first of all, make sure that everything, how to make sure that you can have higher score. So again, task achievement, you need to introduce the topic. Okay. Secondly, you need to answer the questions. Answer the questions. And not only answer the questions, you will have like organized paragraphing. Okay, introduce the topic, answer the questions, and organize paragraphing. Secondly, grammar and vocabulary. Okay, so grammar and vocabulary later on you can check at the end. And coherence and cohesions is how you structure your ideas and how your ideas logically flow. Okay, so that's why later on you will be equipped with the skills of note taking and outlining. So this is something important that other may not have. And this is what IELTS expects. So the students can make outline for about 3 to 5 minutes. Then in the for about 30 minutes, you can start writing, and 5 minutes you can have feedback. Let's take a look on how you can outline. So task achievement, meaning that you can respond to the topic, and you can give a compelling answer. So the topic is about, look at the topic. The working week should be shorter and workers should have longer weekend. Okay. First of all, the topic would be like this one, like a short working hours, but short working hours. Wait, let me read one more time. The working week should be shorter, okay, and longer weekend, okay. During week days, longer like longer weekend. Okay, and what you need to do is agree or disagree. And what is your conclusions? Okay, conclusions. So from this one, again, what you need to do is just remember that you need to have a good paragraphing. This is the key. This is something that IELTS test takers miss. They do not know how the paragraphing works. I cannot tell all. Maybe I will simulate how to compose the writing. So these introductions, okay, intro, you need to have for about 50 to 70 words. Okay, so maybe 2 to 3 sentences will do. Okay, this would be for about 100. 100 for the body one. 100 for the body two. Okay, so probably one agree, one disagree, and the conclusions would be for about some 50. 30 to 50 words. So this would be for about 1 to 2 sentences. This would be for about 5 to 7 sentences. Okay, so this would be for about 5 to 7 sentences as well. So now this more explicit now, because why? You just fulfill the slot. Now, secondly, how to write capture everything. For example, the topic short working hours during the weekend and lower weekend. So you can just nowadays, okay, due to the working over working hours, okay, most of employee agree that most of employees agree that working hours during the weekdays should be longer, should be shorter, while the weekend should be longer. So when you take a look at this one, this is still something that needs you need to revise. Write everything first. Okay, write everything first. And then when you take a look on this one, okay, while some people agree about this working adjustment, some others argue that such policy would lower company productivity. And then in this is a I agree that blah blah blah. Okay, so this first you already give the what they may call it as responding to the topic, and for the body later on you need to provide with the arguments. But when you just write directly, okay, you may not be able to see how your reasoning goes. Let's take a look on this exemplar. Okay, I will prove with this exemplar. Wait, too messy here. Okay, so this is the again the samples from real test taker. Yeah, so it starts with I personally disagree with the issue whether the working days should be 1 day less. Okay, so yeah, it's nice. Okay, it's nice because it directly answers the questions, but again, it doesn't give the context. It doesn't describe the context well. So the examiner will think what's actually you are going to highlight or you want to disagree or agree with. So by no means should we make the weekend 3 days long. Okay, so we here is something that is very critical. Who are we? Okay, so this is a typical of like narrations writing. Okay, so they narrate what it is in their mind. So later on as academic writer, you will be equipped on how to, we call it like points of view of writing. And then there are two aspects that support my point of view. Okay, so this is the typical band of 5. Why 5? So this is introductions, yeah. While it's answer the questions here, but it doesn't tell the topic. Okay, there are two aspects that support my point of view. Okay, the aspects in terms of the vocabulary, okay, may not support the meaning. So probably not two aspects. There are two main arguments. Okay, there are two like supporting ideas. Okay, and let's take a look on the paragraph, second body. First of all, now all over the world are facing with unprecedented economic recessions caused by COVID-19. This is a dangerous because why? In the beginning, it is not like introduced, okay, the context. But first, it's the context is COVID-19, and manufacturers are forced to close the shops and shut down. So the second sentence doesn't tell actually the argument; it just describes something. Nevertheless, with the advent of vaccines, I perceive that people can go back to work. So again, it's talk about vaccines. So COVID-19 manufacturers are forced to shut down and vaccine, and it doesn't answer the questions. The question is, you need to argue. Okay. So later on, we have what you may call it as deductive reasoning. Okay, that will guarantee satisfy the examiner's expectations. And then let's take a look. This would certainly be conducive to our economy. Okay, let's talk about our economy. So first, in the beginning, it's a we, and it's our economy. The writers are not aware that the examiner may not have vested interest in the issue. Okay, so the reasoning might be, we call it fragmented. And if we reduce one day from work, even just from a week, it would cause repercussions on our society in terms of the development of our economy. We call it generalizations. Okay, so later on, you will be equipped with the skills to assess your own writing. And then this is the thing that will pattern the writing. Okay. So though this may not perfect examples, but it at least get at least 7. And why? Let's take a look on this one. So again, that I strongly agree with the idea of reducing the working week by 1 day. Okay, so this is very straightforward. Yeah, disagree with the idea reducing. And then it is expanded. Extended the weekend to 3 days would not be beneficial for the society. Okay, so the extension would not beneficial. And there are 2 main reasons to support my view. So this is what more the textual cohesion is stronger. And then first of all, the world is still recovering from the unprecedented economic recessions caused by COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, the topic is talk about COVID-19. And then it says many factories were forced to close and the structure are still the same. And again, resulting in substantial financial loss. Okay, but it connects with issue. And then availability of vaccines, I believe people now can return to the work, help the economy. However, reducing the number, so double, however, but the flows is still nice. Even people could disrupt this recovery process and have serious repercussions. So this focus on the recovery. So this context tell about the reasons. Okay. And when you take a look, this is also good. There is a first of all active, however, more complex textual like constructions on the sentences. And this is better than previous one because it's a little bit connected. And later on, you will also become the active reviewer. Yeah. Okay. We will train you on how to read between the lines. Not only that, but you can have what we may call it as evaluative skills. Okay. So this is the thing that I can bring. So again, the class that we will be having is active class where you can be the examiners and try to develop yourself actively. Okay. Now, I think it is enough. And again, we have 2 programs. First, IELTS, of course. In the June, you will be having the short courses. Okay, so the courses is only 20 hours. What about the price? You can contact this number, yeah. Okay, you can WhatsApp our administrator. And we will also have the SAT. And we will be having these simulations of SAT next week. Okay. And again, our class will start in June. The fastest would be in the first week. So if you do not have something to do during your holiday, you can enjoy our class. It is not that stressful because it is not about lecturing what IELTS is and what it is about. No, it is about like having a practical skills on how to beat IELTS. Okay, so I think this all. I think that I speak too much. You will have for about for about 15 minutes if you have any questions. And if you if you think that you cannot speak, you can address on chat. Okay, the questions and answer sessions starts now. Okay, feel free to ask some questions. I do love questions. Okay, any questions? Anyone? Ada pertanyaan? Okay, what about this one? Kak, I cannot speak English. So, is the class delivered in English or Indonesians? Our instructors are very professional, so they will improve your English. If you think that you cannot speak English, don't worry. Our instructors are really professional and they are flexible, so they can adjust the language that suit you best. Okay, so don't be discouraged. Okay, if you think that your English is not good enough, so we will help you. Okay, so any questions from the audience? I do love questions. I will wait until 2 minutes. If there are no questions, I will end the sessions. Okay, yep, there is one. I love questions. So, yep, the programs will be online, but you will have the audio recording later on. And what about the quality? Are they the same with the offline one? So they are the same. So you will have live sessions and you can actively join the session. So the reasons why this is online, because not all people can come in the class. Okay, but later on, if you are interested in the online class, and if there are some, we will make it hybrid. Okay, so those who are willing to come to the class, yeah, we can make it, but it depends on what happens on the ground. But yep, it will be online, but it's live Zoom. Yeah, live Zoom. Thank you. Okay, nice question. So I do love this one. So the question is like, somebody took IELTS mock-up test and writing are not good as the speaking and listening. Okay, this is the case. Writing is in writing, the problem is actually what you may call it as organizing our ideas. Sometimes we are not aware that our ideas are fragmented. Okay. So first of all, to help you is that you need to have what you may call it as outlining skills. Outlining skills is to make sure that what you include or something that is really important. Because remember that IELTS only require you to write 250 words. It is considered as mini essay. Okay, it's not a short essay, but mini essay. Mini essay attempts to assess how well you introduce the topic and how to the point you address from the topic. Okay, so first for the writing, try to make sure that you only address something that's important. Okay, how you can join us, and I will tell you in detail. And again, make sure that what you write is something that the task wants. Okay, and for about the readings are very tricky because why? Especially for true false not given. And why students sometimes, especially those who are not trained or do not have enough exposure on reading, got lower score. The problem is we have what we may call it as active reading. So there are 4 skills that you need to have. This is from Cambridge. First is like scanning, skimming, identify main idea, identify details. So you will be trained later on to check, is this specific point I use scan, and whether I need to identify the idea or identify the details. And those who can have a lower score, okay, do always treat reading questions with the same strategies. Okay, so it's actually not. You need to treat the questions differently, because in IELTS reading, there are 7 4 different reading questions. So first, matching headings. So matching heading is to identify how well, is to assess how well you identify the main idea. Okay, so you want to focus on the main idea, so different strategy. Matching details in how you need to identify the details. Okay, so you will have to like skimming and identify the, we call it connectors, to know exactly what is the detail about. Okay, you will have also multiple choices, more or less with the same details on the same, but it puts into choices. And the last time is fill in the blank, is about the details. So you need to have a scanning and skimming. So to answer the questions, okay, you need to know how the questions are made and what strategies to answer well. Because if you know this, if you know, if you are familiar with the type of the, not only type of the questions, but how to answer it, you can beat reading. So again, to beat readings, at least that you can practice 10 times. Okay, and the 3 times, it needs to be consistent score, so that will reflect your final score later on. Okay, so to conclude, what tips? First, outlining and organizing idea clearly. That is for writing. For reading, you need to have active reading strategies. Okay, anything else? I do hope that tell me if I speak too fast. Oh, Carter, do you speak too fast? Can you like lower your flow or your pace? Okay, anything else that you would like to know? Feel free, feel free. I do love questions. We still have some few minutes left. Maybe 2 more questions. Okay, any more questions? Like grammar, nice. So this is the problems that students may have. They are discouraged. Okay, what is discouraged in Indonesia? Like they think that IELTS should again have sophisticated grammar. But again, in IELTS writing, even though that you do not have a good proficiency or a good competence in producing grammar, okay, it's still okay. But how to improve it? Try writing, yeah. So again, you can try to write your sentences, then you can consult ChatGPT. Okay, that's how. Okay, write some paragraphs, okay, and consult to ChatGPT. But again, you cannot rely on ChatGPT, but you can consult. This is better. Okay, I will give you some examples. I will give you some example. Wait. So this is how you improve your grammar, yeah? Okay, let's take a look on this one. What you do, let's suppose that you write this one, and this is like this, okay? So copy paste. Oh, why it doesn't appear? But wait, I need to stop sharing first. Okay. So again, I copy paste. Now you can consult with the but again, do not depend on the AI. Okay. The thing that you need to do, make AI work with you, yeah, together. Because if you just copy paste and improve it, you may not have what like enough training. Okay, ChatGPT, like let's see, like Wait, I need to like I use this a lot as well. But again, even though that sometimes ChatGPT bias, okay, in assessing your IELTS, but for studying English is really nice. So you can start like this one, just copy paste this. Help me to identify the grammatical in my text. And they will give the prompts, okay? And look, first sentence, prefer, issue, disagree, and you can study from this one. Okay, so how to improve? So you need to produce your sentence, okay, and settle on, can you provide blah, blah, blah. Okay, but one thing for sure, provide the better structures. Okay, and voila. Okay, this improve blah blah blah. But again, you cannot rely on ChatGPT because why? It is biased. Okay, and if you use without any guidance or without any knowledge, so AI will mislead you rather than help you. And here, you will be equipped on how to improve productive skills. Okay, and you can see in the perspectives of examiner that AI may not be able to provide. Okay, thank you so much for coming. One more last questions if you have. I hope that I give explicit answers, not just abstractions. Any more questions? I do love questions. Okay, if no questions, thank you so much for coming. I do hope that this gives you some ideas and some understanding about IELTS. Okay, especially how our program is and how to read your talks too. I do hope that we can meet during the lessons later on in June, and you will see and you will be trained on how to write well. And for the price or for everything, you can contact the numbers there. Okay. And if you want to consult more, you can come to our institutions. It is in West Jakarta, Taman Ratu. You just check Wadaya College or what SMA Wadaya is there. And I'm willing to give you some guidance. Okay. Now, I think it's enough. Thank you so much and see you. Bye-bye.